the IELTS Speaking section overview with sample questions. Do you feel nervous about the IELTS Speaking section? Don't worry, I'm here to help you speak confidently and score high. Overview: the IELTS Speaking section is the same for academic and general training formats, a face-to-face or virtual interview with an examiner. By the end of this video, you'll know the format, question types and strategies, and practice with sample questions. IELTS Speaking Test, Format and Skills Assessed. The IELTS Speaking Test lasts between 11 and 14 minutes and is conducted either face-to-face with an examiner or via a video call. It is structured into 3 distinct parts. 1. Introduction and interview, 5 minutes. The examiner asks general questions about familiar topics, such as your home, studies or hobbies. 2. Long turn, 3-4 minutes. You receive a task card with a topic and have 1 minute to prepare. Then you speak on the topic for up to 2 minutes, followed by 1 or 2 follow-up questions from the examiner. 3. Two-way discussion. 4-5 minutes. This is a deeper conversation on the topic from Part 2, where the examiner asks more complex, opinion-based questions. Skills tested. The examiner assesses your performance based on 4 key criteria: fluency and coherence, your ability to speak smoothly, logically, and without long pauses. Pronunciation, clear and natural pronunciation, including correct stress and intonation. Lexical resource, the range and appropriateness of your vocabulary. Grammatical range and accuracy, the variety and correctness of your grammar structures. By understanding this format and the skills being tested, you can better prepare and perform confidently in the IELTS Speaking Test. Detailed breakdown of the 3 parts. Part 1. Introduction and interview, 5 minutes. This is the warm-up section of the IELTS Speaking Test, where the examiner asks general questions to help you feel comfortable and ease into the conversation. The topics are familiar and typically include your home, family, work, studies and interests. Examiner's role. The examiner leads a friendly, informal discussion, allowing you to showcase your ability to communicate naturally in English. Sample questions. Can you tell me about your hometown? What do you do? Do you work or study? What do you usually do in your free time? Tips for success. Keep answers concise but natural. Don't give one-word answers, but avoid rambling. A few well-structured sentences are ideal. Use varied vocabulary and sentence structures. Show flexibility in your language use. Instead of saying, "I like music," try, "I'm really passionate about music, especially jazz." Speak with confidence. This part is designed to be easy, so use it as an opportunity to relax and set a good tone for the rest of the test. Part 2. Long turn, 3-4 minutes. This section of the IELTS Speaking Test requires you to speak independently on a given topic. You will receive a task card with a topic and a few prompts to guide your response. You have 1 minute to prepare and can take notes before speaking for 1-2 minutes. Examiner's role. The examiner listens attentively and takes notes but does not interrupt while you are speaking. Sample task card. Describe a memorable trip you had. You should say where you went, who you went with, what you did there, and explain why it was memorable. Tips for success. Use the 1-minute preparation time wisely. Write key points rather than full sentences. Focus on structuring your response clearly. Follow a clear structure. Introduction. Briefly introduce the trip. E.g., one of the most unforgettable trips I've had was to Cappadocia, Turkey. Details. Expand on the prompts. Adding descriptions and personal experiences. Conclusion. Summarize why the trip was special. E.g., this trip was unforgettable because it was a mix of adventure, culture, and breathtaking scenery. Keep speaking until the examiner stops you. If you run out of ideas, elaborate on your emotions, lessons learned, or unexpected experiences. Part 3. Two-way discussion, minutes. In this final part of the IELTS Speaking Test, the discussion moves to a more abstract and analytical level. The examiner asks questions related to the topic from Part 2, but instead of personal experiences, you'll need to express opinions, analyse trends and discuss broader issues. Examiner's role. The examiner engages in a deeper conversation, challenging you to explain your ideas clearly, justify your opinions, and demonstrate logical thinking. Sample questions. How has travel changed in the last 50 years? What are the advantages and disadvantages of traveling abroad? Do you think technology will change the way people travel in the future? Tips for success. Give thoughtful, detailed answers, avoid short responses. Instead, explain your reasoning and expand on your points. Support your opinions with examples. If discussing travel changes, mention how budget airlines have made flying more accessible. Use a mix of complex sentences and linking words. Phrases like "on the one hand, however," and "for instance," will help improve coherence. Scoring criteria. Your IELTS speaking score is based on 4 main criteria. Understanding these will help you improve your performance and maximize your score. 1. Fluency and coherence. Speak at a natural pace without unnecessary pauses or hesitations. Use linking words and phrases like "on the other hand," "in addition," or "as a result" to connect ideas smoothly. Keep your ideas organized and logical, avoiding fragmented or disjointed answers. 2. Lexical resource. Vocabulary. Show a wide range of vocabulary, including synonyms and topic-specific words. Avoid repetition. Instead of saying "very big," use "huge," "enormous," or "massive." Use idiomatic expressions naturally, e.g., "break the ice," "hit the nail on the head," but don't force them if they don't fit naturally. 3. Grammatical range and accuracy. Use a variety of sentence structures, including simple, compound, and complex sentences. Keep grammar accurate and natural. Avoid forcing overly complicated structures if you're unsure. Use appropriate verb tenses and subject-verb agreement consistently. 4. Pronunciation. Speak clearly with correct stress, intonation, and rhythm. Your accent is not judged, but pronunciation must be understandable. Use intonation to emphasize key points and sound natural, e.g., rising tone for questions, falling tone for statements. Common question topics and sample questions. Part 1 topics: hometown and work or study. What is your hometown known for? Do you enjoy your job studies? Why? Free time and hobbies. What do you usually do on weekends? Do you prefer indoor or outdoor activities? Part 2 topics: personal experiences. Describe a favorite book, movie, or song. Describe a time you helped someone. Future plans. Describe a goal you want to achieve in the future. Describe a skill you would like to learn. Part 3 topics: society and technology. How has technology affected the way people communicate? What role do social media platforms play in modern relationships? Education and work. Is it better to study abroad or in your home country? How important is job satisfaction for a successful career? Effective strategies for the speaking test. Before the test, to perform well, make speaking English a daily habit. Engage in conversations with friends, teachers, or even use language learning apps to build fluency and confidence. Additionally, taking mock tests in a test-like setting will help you get comfortable with the format and time constraints, reducing anxiety on the actual test day. During the test, stay relaxed and approach the test as if it were a regular conversation rather than a formal examination. Speak clearly and naturally, focusing on proper pronunciation to ensure the examiner understands you. If a question is unclear, don't hesitate to ask the examiner to repeat or clarify it. This shows confidence and ensures you respond correctly. Common mistakes to avoid. One of the biggest mistakes is giving short answers. Instead of replying with just a few words, try to expand your response by providing reasons, examples, or personal experiences. This makes your speech more engaging and demonstrates your ability to communicate effectively. Another common issue is overthinking grammar. While accuracy is important, focusing too much on perfect sentence structure can disrupt your fluency. It's better to speak naturally and keep the conversation flowing. Small mistakes can be corrected over time. Lastly, avoid speaking in a monotone. Adding variation in your pitch and intonation, makes your speech sound more natural and expressive, helping to keep the examiner engaged and showing your ability to communicate emotions and emphasis effectively. Mastering the IELTS academic writing section takes practice, strategy, and time. Remember, focus on understanding the question, planning your response, and proofreading before you finish. You can prepare for this test on your own through self-study, and it's possible. However, studying with a teacher can make you more competent, help you prepare faster, and provide valuable feedback on your practice, saving you a significant amount of time. If you need assistance, feel free to join our courses. We'd be happy to help. If you wish to learn skills and techniques on how to answer the questions in the speaking section, watch these videos. And if you wish to see a sample question set and its breakdown, analysis, and sample response, watch this video. Remember, the speaking test is about communication, not perfection. Subscribe for more IELTS tips. Comment your speaking challenges. Watch the next video for strategies to master the IELTS writing section.